Lesson 2, Introduction to Spreadsheets. Part 1, Spreadsheet Formulae. Spreadsheet formula always begins with an equal sign. Any mathematical operation can go into a spreadsheet formula. Most spreadsheets use these symbols to represent basic mathematical operations. The operations for addition would be the plus sign, a dash for the subtraction, the asterisk for the multiplication, the slash for the division, a caret, which is just above the 6 on the keyboard, for exponents, and the brackets for order to help with the order of operations. If you do put in a complicated formula into the spreadsheet, it does follow the correct order of operations, or what we call BEDMAS. So just to review, BEDMAS would be brackets, exponents, it does division and multiplication in the order that it comes in, and then addition and subtraction. This list gives examples of formula that can be entered into an Excel spreadsheet program. If we wanted to add the values in cell C2 and C6, we would type in equals C2 plus C6. If we wanted to add the values in row 3 from A3 to F3, we could type in equals A3 plus B3 plus C3 plus D3 plus E3 plus F3, but Excel does have a built-in program for sum, and we could just type in equals sum, S-U-M, bracket A3 colon F3, close bracket. We could do the same for the column. Add values in the column B from B1 to B5 equals sum, bracket, B1 colon B5. That will add up the values in the cells from B1 through to B5. Another built-in function for Excel is average. So if we wanted to calculate the average from the values in D1 through D5, we would type in equals average, bracket, D1 colon D5. Follow these steps to enter a formula into a cell. So we click on the cell, then we click onto the formula bar at the top of the spreadsheet. We type in the equal sign to signify that we want a formula put in there. We type in the formula, no spaces, and then we click enter to exit the cell. If you click on a cell and hit the delete button, both the cell and the formula bar will be cleared. If we want to edit a formula, click on the cell and we make the changes in the formula bar. Example 1. I'd like you to try writing the formula for the following. I will pause for a few seconds before putting in the answer. So for A, subtract cell H5 from cell H8. Remember to start with an equal sign. So you should have put in equals H8 minus H5. If we want to multiply the value in cell B3 by 4.5, we would write we would start with the equal sign, B3, we use the asterisk for the multiplication, and 4.5. C, find the sum of the cells C3, C4, C5, C6, and C7. We could do this in two different ways. We could do equals C3 plus C4 plus C5 plus C6 plus C7, or use the shortcut equals sum, bracket, C3 colon C7, close bracket. For D, find the average of the cells B1, C1, D1, E1, and F1. we would type in equal sign, then type out average, bracket, B1, colon, F1, close bracket. Instructions for Part 2. In Blackboard, there's a link for you to download and open an Excel file that will look like this once you open it. It may look slightly different depending on what version of Excel that you do have on your computer. The menu bars will look differently, but for typing things into the cells, it's going to be exactly the same. Please note that the bottom tabs are labeled Exercise 1, Exercise 2, Exercise 3, etc. So as you go through the instructions on your notes, you will be using the spreadsheets in each of those particular tabs. So when you're working on Exercise 1, click on Exercise 1, and that will give you the spreadsheet you need to get started.